Hi there, I'm John from CNCKing.com, and today we'll make a custom live edge memorial plaque. Through the years, my company has made a lot of memorial products, I guess, if you want to put it that way, for customers. This is a live edge memorial plaque, and you can see you have the Bible verse over there, and you have the image here, and you have quite a bit of text. Now the nice thing about live edge is that it's as raw a source from the wood as you can get. It's kiln dried, of course, so you don't have the bugs and you don't have the degradation that you normally get with using raw wet wood, basically, because it's been dried out, so you don't have that warping issue as much. And this is basswood, and the nice thing about basswood is that you don't have any knots. If you look throughout the whole surface area, you've seen a lot of work that I've done here at CNCKing.com, where basically I make stuff out of pine or walnut or maple or what have you, and there's always a knot here and there, and that's just the way wood works. But basswood just doesn't seem to have as many knots, especially from our suppliers, so it's a really nice material if you want something that's completely knot free but provides very good contrast. When it comes to laser engraving wood, something I've started to do is actually give a 3D relief on the top surface of it. It's really hard to photograph, and it just doesn't visually come out well on the video at all. You just don't see it. Well, basically what I'm doing is the same idea as what you end up having with anti-alias images. So where you have a black and a white, and it's a straight, let's say like a vector image file, which means that there's black and white, there's no gray in between. It's a very sharp image, and we still produce that on the plaque and all the other woodwork that we do. But by introducing a slight curve to the top of it, it just really helps the eyes. It makes it easier for you to read, and it's not as hard of a strain to see at a distance. I've just found that myself, and I've done that for almost all the woodwork that we do. If we're going to do a paint fill, let's say this was a memorial plaque to be made out of Corian, well then I'd do a paint fill, and then I wouldn't worry about it because the paint provides that extra little bit of between the two different materials. We've also made a lot of custom memorial plaques out of stainless steel. Generally we use 316 stainless steel, although we still have customers request 304. It just depends on what your preferences are. So if you want a custom memorial plaque, just give me an idea of what the amount of text and information you want on the plaque, and roughly what materials you prefer, and then from there it's easy to progress to actually make one for you. When it comes to design options, literally we can put anything onto anything in any way that you want. So let's say, use this as an example. Let's say you didn't want a flower, you wanted this to be a boat, you wanted this to be an elephant, you wanted this to be a building, a company logo, whatever you want. It's not a problem for us because that's basically what we do here all day, every day in the shop, is make custom stuff. Now as for the text, that could be any size font, any font that you want. So let's say for some reason you really don't want a sign that's kind of hard to read. We can make the whole thing in dingbat if you want. And you could show off to your friends, hey, try to figure this one out. And when it comes to design options, it's any kind of imagery, text, font that you want, any language as well. And the same applies not just to wood, but to any other material. So if you wanted, let's say, a stainless steel 316 plaque like this, 1 inch thick, and you wanted to use Futura over here and a picture of a building here, no problem at all. If you want just 1 or 2 letters that fill up the whole plaque, or small little letters that are micro print even, we can do that as well here in the shop. So again, your design options when it comes to us making something for you are completely infinite. So regardless of the type of plaque that you want us to make for you, we can also make composites, so made up of 3 or 4 different materials. Contact me at CNCKing.com and we'll make it specific to your spec. It really helps if you give me a budget range and material preferences, because that dictates to me roughly what size we can make the plaque into, or if we need to look at another material that better suit your budget, depending on what the numbers are that you come up with. Volume is also a big issue. If we're doing a one-off, it costs more for that 1 unit than it does to make 100 units or 1,000 units. Now for, let's say, this memorial plaque here, if you wanted something to give out to family members, let's say this person had 4 or 5 kids, each one of them gets a memorial plaque, the price per unit is dramatically less than it is to do just one-off per unit basis. So again, contact me at CNCKing.com and we'll make a custom plaque just for you.